I'm a qualified psychiatrist, so actually I make the rules.
Oh, perfect. We have a lot to talk about. I tried to get Dobbie in here, but she's chasing a bug. Living her best life, chasing a bug. Hi dolls, welcome back, and if you are new, hello, my name is Jessie, and today we're going to react to Season 3, Episode 2 of Heartstopper, Home. I am so excited to start this season. Episode 1, excellent. Episode 2, Home makes me feel homey. And I don't know why my camera's blurring out, but we're just gonna jump right in. The first one, I talked a lot. Jay's gonna wake up soon and kick me out. So let's jump in, but before we do, don't forget to like or dislike if you do not like what you see. Comment down below, let me know why. Subscribe if you have not yet. We do fun things here. Reading the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. And don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. It is $5 a month. It's only $1.25 a week. It is all of my unedited reactions of everything that I do on YouTube. In addition, more, don't forget to follow us on all social media at @star_chef_productions or at JessieDobbie for Twitter. Link is in the description below for the Redbubble and TeePublic pages, where you could find awesome merch that our brother Ray has created for the different reactions that Jay and I do. And as always, you can find these fully unedited over on Patreon like that. So if you can't wait for the YouTube drops, go check it out. And seasons 1 and 2 are fully unedited over on Patreon, edited on YouTube. So check that out as well. Why did it look so blurry? Maybe it's just my eyesight. I had a lot of coffee. Let's jump in. Without further ado, this is Season 3, Episode 2 of Heartstopper, Home. I also need glasses. Did I say that last year? I probably did. What was that? Tori, you getting a friend?
My favorite nephew. Don't tell David.
Hey,
Oh, so that's Nick's aunt. Okay.
Shame Mum had to pull out.
There's always next year.
Okay.
That was cute. So for those of you who don't know, obviously Nick's mom could not be here. There was like a conflict with scheduling and a different project that she was doing, I guess. And she said it really hurt her to not be there, and she wished she could be. So that was cute, because that was kind of like a true nod. Like, oh, well, yeah, she had to pull out, but there's always next year. Because there will be a Season 4. Let's continue.
How do I prove it to you that you're
Aww. He's looking at it and reading at the same time. Oh. Must be love on the brain. Nick's arm like blew up.
Charlie,
Maybe you could talk to his aunt about it.
tidy up a bit in here, please.
Told you.
Shut up.
Of course,
So
you're
it
right,
was a
Tori.
good
You're a
day, then?
genius.
He said that he was worried that English. Can't hear you.
They're not going to be able to communicate.
Nick?
Oh, no.
Charlie?
Miss Villa, let's go home.
You're too young to be having sex.
What? We're not.
Charlie, I'm not stupid. You came
Tori
home
is
yesterday
like-
wearing his clothes.
You're literally making a problem out of nothing.
I'm only
Yeah.
saying this because I'm worried about him.
So Dad is lovely. We love
Can you please not
Dad.
undermine me like that?
But I love your plans.
Your boyfriend. How about once I've unpacked, you give me the full story over a glass of red.
Hawaiian punch? He is underage, ma'am. Mr. Ajayi! Mr. Baruch!
Hi.
Wait, we're not... What happened after the trip? I thought we'd be a thing. Ah, they got a heart! They got a heart blip!
Morning all.
Oh, they're different colors.
morning.
They each have a heart blip.
If the kids find out.
I know.
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
Not
Good.
too good.
Come in.
Pretending
big man.
like
Time
we're
to get it
nothing
over
because
with.
we're at school. I got it.
I'll personally fight any examiner who gives you a bad grade.
I'm getting your room ready. Found a brilliant rug at the boot fair.
I can't wait.
Okay, so Darcy's grandma seems pretty f***ing cool. Like, I would totally love to live with her.
Oh my god, I got 8 in drama!
Aww. You gonna have to stay back or something? We grade differently here. I don't know what's happening. She's a high achiever. She probably wanted to do better. Charlie, invasion of privacy. Oh my god. Charlie and Nellie are his background. I love it.
If he survives one of our hikes in 35 degrees, then he'll pass the test.
Oh my god, a hike in 35 degrees. What the heck? Sorry, I don't know what's happening here. Whatever, we're not gonna ruin the episode, but the camera is definitely blurry. It's gonna start monopolizing his entire vacation because he's just gonna be so concerned.
I thought we were all going to Nando's to celebrate results.
Sorry, love you.
Oh
Okay,
no.
no, all good. Another time. Yeah, definitely.
Oh no. Oh, my baby Isaac. I will go to Nando's with you. Jack?
You're abandoning me again.
I don't want to see Mum.
Need the perfect selfie. Oh, he didn't want to send himself.
Lovesick
You have a
puppy.
cat
dear
emoji
nephew.
next to Charlie's name.
I am a qualified psychiatrist, so actually I make the rules.
Oh, perfect. We have a lot to talk about. You could be honest with her. She's probably the
You need a nice
number one
poster of a
person you could be
handsome boy
honest
up there.
with. I'm a lesbian, Bram.
Your dad never told me that. You need a pretty girl up there, then.
I was like, is that okay?
Excellent work. Mum called again, by the way.
Just having a
So
tantrum
this
because
is
she's
good.
realised I might not come back. Don't have to talk to her if you don't want to.
Good.
Good. I don't want to. We did not drag you away from your boyfriend just so you could be texting him all evening. He's trying really hard and I'm not sure why. It's been ages since I wore a skirt outside of school. I'll take that.
What are you up to?
Tori is very observant. I feel like she's gonna start to figure out.
What's up?
I'm worried. I don't know.
It was my dad's. He was always using this when I was a little kid, so I thought I'd keep it.
I wish I'd met him.
Well, he would have loved you. He was so creative. He'd always be taking photos of me.
Oh,
I'd
that's
hate
why
it.
he's always taking
I'd never sit still and
pictures.
pose for them. I wish I'd sat still. And I wish I'd posed.
Oh, that's so cute.
When's Charlie getting here?
Isaac is like, oh, great. I'm third wheeling it. Oh my God, I'm sorry. That really hit me. I had a friend that passed right at the beginning of COVID. The lockdown happened days after his wake and funeral, so they weren't even sure if they were going to be able to have it. I always take pictures. I take videos, like, of everything. And this person did not like to be photographed. He would always yell at me and be like, oh my God, here we go, Jessie with the camera again, like smacking it out of my hand and stuff. Had tons and tons of pictures. This was back when Snapchat didn't have like the extended reel, so I have like all of these like 8-second videos of him just like being a goofball, and I saved those, and I'm so happy that I did because we had those memories and we were able to make a collage out of them. Tao's right. Always pose, always stop and pose.
I
those
don't know. He didn't
memories.
really reply to the group chat.
Right, you're asking for
Are
it.
you guys gonna actually watch this movie or not?
Sorry. He's probably with Nick or something.
But Nick went on holiday.
Yeah.
Charlie's been like silent ever since then.
Oh, what's how?
I'm gonna head off actually, guys.
Yeah, I would too.
Please.
Don't leave. We love you.
It's not
I'm
about
gonna
you
minutes.
loving him, but you guys are being friends. You're in love, you're flirty, you want to be with your partner, but at the same time, you're neglecting your friend.
Which one?
The one who's always reading?
And friends. You're not even noticing that something's wrong with Charlie. The one who's always reading.
Hey.
Hey, babe.
Hey. What's going on, Charlie? I'm just feeling a little bit left out, to be honest.
I'm just sorry.
It's fine, Charlie. It's not the end of the world.
No S words.
I just wanted to make sure that you're okay.
I'm okay.
Isaac's been his friend
feel
long
like
enough
doing
to know
anything.
that he's lying.
Okay.
He knows that's not it.
We could watch that Emma adaptation.
Oh, you know that's my favourite.
Oh, I love their friendship. Genuine friend love.
There's more chance he'll calm down if you ask.
Or maybe you should create a relationship with your son.
A bit more seasoning.
Dad! We miss you, Dad!
Noted.
Ooh. Oh, well, now Nick's gonna worry.
Probably leave.
I'm always
now
trying not
because
to alarm
we wanna
people,
eat
so I would
before
have
the
just
movie.
been
I'm
like,
gonna go
hey,
at
when
least
are you
2
coming
minutes before it
home?
starts.
Actually, how
She
many
wants it
times
to
do I have
just
to
be,
tell
like,
you that I'm
normal.
not leaving? We did this before when I moved to Hague.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you so much. I just thought it was too soon to say it.
Maybe it is.
I think it's different with them because they've been friends for so
That's
long,
gonna
so
do
it's like, you know the person, so you could
Sunday
say it
roast?
quicker.
We haven't done this in a while, have we?
No, it's been ages actually.
Tori's gonna start watching him now.
Potatoes, the potatoes.
His
Sort of
parents
missing good
don't
old
even
English
suspect anything.
I was just wondering if you've been eating okay.
It was like the perfect time for him to talk to him, and then he said that, and then, oh God, oh.
I think you were right. I think I do have an eating disorder. Charlie.
I'm so proud of him for saying it out
It's okay.
loud.
My mum's not like yours. She doesn't listen to me. She gets angry at me.
What's she doing?
Nothing.
Are you in here texting Nick? We're having a family dinner. Okay.
Do you not see that he's
what's wrong?
crying?
Don't know. I love you.
You can't fault her to a certain extent, but at the same time, she's being so over concerned about things that don't matter and not paying attention to what she should be paying attention to.
I can't force him to eat, because then it will just make him more upset.
It's also a lot of
If I don't do
mental,
anything.
too. Just forcing someone to eat won't work.
I really love him.
It's okay that you're scared.
I don't know how to fix him.
Maybe you can't.
I have to.
He has to make the
And
choice.
I know that you think it's your job to save him. Love can't cure a mental illness. You can be there for him.
Ooh.
Also, knowing that sometimes people need more support than one person can give. That's love, darling.
Give me strength. 2 for 2 in the crying department here. My nose is stuffy. I'm surprised they're not giving resources. I loved that conversation. All right, there you have it. Episode 2, Home. Woo! That was literally 2 for 2 in the crying department with these episodes. I mean, they have a very interesting roller coaster of emotions, because you start off like super happy and we're all giddy, and then we're laughing, and then the tension comes, and then the heartbreak comes, and then we're crying. So I'm curious to see if that rhythm goes for the rest of the episodes. So Nick goes on vacation. We meet his aunt. And she seems like a lovely person. She accepts him when he says he has a boyfriend, and she ends up being a therapist. So she is kind of like literally the perfect person to talk to about everything that's been going on lately. And it's hard for Nick at first, because I think he's protecting Charlie's personal problems. Like, it's not his place to talk about Charlie's issues. He isn't necessarily talking about Charlie's issues. He's talking about his struggles with the Charlie situation. And so I love this conversation at the end here. I love this advice that she gives him, where, you know, she's like, that's love. It's you supporting the person that you care about and being there for them on their bad days and asking what you can do to help. But ultimately, in these situations of any kind of, you know, of an addiction, of a phobia, of a disorder, you can only do so much. The person who is struggling has to be the one that makes the choice to change, that makes the choice to get help, that makes the choice to get better. You can't force anybody to do anything. And I love how she said mental, because yes, you can force someone to eat, but if they have an eating disorder, it's not just them not being able to put food in their mouth. It's a very much so mental issue that has to do with your relationship with food, right? So it's a process. It's a process, and it goes a lot deeper than just picking up something to eat. But I love that Nick has his aunt to confide in and talk to about this, and she gave him good advice. It wasn't like happy advice that left him kind of confused. It's sad. It might not be the advice that he wants to hear, but it is definitely the steps towards something good. We know that Tori knows about it now because she was the classic little sister, or no, she's a big sister, right? Classic sister. I'm the sister, and we snoop. That's what we do best. So she snooped and she found out. So I'm glad that somebody in Charlie's family knows. We know that he can talk to Dad. Holy crap. That is a bigger bird. Oh my God. ADD much? Hold on. Can I get it? Are you going to move? I'm going to post that on Instagram so we can get back to this conversation. But anyway, go on Star Chef Productions. We know that his relationship with his father is really good. but maybe he's afraid that dad will talk to mom and mom will get on his case, because the first thing that he says to Charlie is, I can't talk to my mom. All she does is get mad at me. And literally the next thing that happens is she walks in the room and she's like, what are you doing? Are you talking to Nick? You have to go downstairs. You have to be a part of the family. She's so hyper-focused on criticizing the negatives. Like, she thinks like Charlie's acting up, and she's completely missing the signs of him screaming out for help. It's so sad because I want to believe that she is acting the way she is because she does care about him and she doesn't know how else to go about it. But again, in the process, she's missing these completely gigantic signs of a more serious problem than just being on the phone with his boyfriend too much. It felt so dark and cold and helpless when she was in that room with him. He felt so scared, and it just, like, it hurt my heart. Tao and Elle are schmoozing it up. They're so cute. I love them. They said I love you to each other, and they're spending every waking second together, and, you know, it's really sweet. But even Darcy and Tara are like, you have been together the entire summer. We've barely gotten to see you. And it's like Darcy and Tara talked about having some space from each other because it's healthy. And Tal and Elle are doing the complete opposite and like preventing any space whatsoever. But that's also because we know that Elle is going to Lambert. So she's trying to get in as much Tao as she can. And Tao is obviously trying to do the same with Elle. So I can't help but feel nervous because everything is still so okay with them. And I feel like it's going to come crashing down. Like, even with Isaac there, they're all like canoodling in the bed. And he's like, can you watch the movie? Like, stop doing, they can't help it. They're so in love. But that's either gonna hurt or help their relationship. We met Darcy's grandma, and she is a gem. I love her. She seems pretty freaking badass. I love that she is respectful of the situation with her mother. She's understanding. She's not pressuring her like, hey, you need to talk to her if you're going to live here. She's like, no, I just want you to know. She's been calling. I think that Darcy made the right move by blocking her number. What happened with Darcy and her mother was not only traumatic for Darcy, but clear homophobia. And it is not a safe nor healthy situation for her to be in. Being with the grandma, the mother knows that she's safe, knows that she's healthy, knows that she's cared for. And that's all that should matter. So unless you are going to significantly and drastically change your attitude and your opinion towards the situation and have love for your daughter instead of criticism, then there's no conversation to be had in regards to anything else. In my opinion, you, again, know that Darcy is safe, she's healthy, she's cared for. That's it. That's that. Because any other conversation is just going to be hate and pain and chaos. And she doesn't need that. So again, I don't blame her for blocking the mother. Love the grandma. We see Mr. Ajayi and Mr. Farouk. I love that they cleared that up right away too. Like, they made us sweat a little bit. Like, oh my God, what happened? They're not together. And it's like, oh, they're just trying to hide it at school because work, and I get it. So that was cute. He's like, be good. I'll be good. Not too good. They get all their grades, and Tara looks at hers like she is not happy, even though Mr. Ajayi is like, good job, that's awesome. But now, and I was a little confused at first because we don't grade like that. We don't grade with numbers, we grade with letters. And so the 9s, I'm assuming it's 9 out of 10, she's an overachiever. So I'm assuming like the 9s are fantastic, but she wanted 10s and she's disappointed. Or did she need 10s in order to get into the uni that she wanted to and now she can't? Or did she do so good that she's going to go to the uni that's farther than she anticipated, which brings her farther away from Darcy. I don't know what's going on there, but we got to dissect that moving forward. And Isaac, my poor little baby Isaac. Isaac is trying so hard to hang out with all of his friends. And it's like, as if it wasn't hard enough for him to figure out and come to terms with the fact that, like, hey, I'm asexual. I just, the whole, like, love and sex thing, it's not my vibe. That's fine. I got my friend group, and I have my books, and I have my life, and I'm happy with that. But now all his friends are in relationships. All of his friends are in relationships and, like, not being good friends to him. And it's breaking my heart. Like, Tao and Elle, again, they're, like, making out 24/7. He was never really that close with Imogen. Darcy and Tara are hanging out with each other, trying to get Darcy settled into her grandma's house. And then Nick is gone. And even with Nick gone, Charlie is self-isolating because of this issue that he's having with the eating. So I love that Isaac was at least able to contact Charlie and go to his house and be like, what's going on? Are you okay? He's been friends with him long enough to know that something is happening, and he acknowledged it. And even though he said, like, everything's fine, he's like, okay, like, I know that that's not true. I could tell something's up, but they were still able to hang out. And I just, like, love their little snuggles. So they, like, put their heads on each other, like, let's just, like, zone out of the world for a second. But I like that they're a safe place to talk. I just want Charlie to open up to him a little bit, because I feel like Isaac would be a good person to talk to, and I feel like that would be a good stepping stone to talking about the situation. I do really love that Charlie acknowledged the eating disorder, though. To keep denying it is, I feel like, unfortunately typical and normal. But again, for him to say to Nick, I think you're right, and say it out loud, I think I have an eating disorder, that is literally the first step in healing and recovering. So good on him for that. Maybe talking to Isaac would be a good idea. Or maybe Tori could talk to the one that reads a lot and maybe try and figure something out. I thought it was cute too when they showed Tori, like, my brother's my best friend. I was like, aw, she's so cute. But by the way, Netflix, who was in the thumbnail that you showed me? Because somebody was next to Tori, and that person was not in this episode. So we'll have to see. Overall, fantastic episode. The season has been hitting it off so far. I absolutely love it. Let me know what you think in the comments. No spoilers. No spoiler talks for books or even for episodes. I didn't mention that in the first episode either. If you've seen the whole series already, don't spoil it. Leave the comments to appropriate to whatever the episode is. So any comments past episode 2 do not belong here. Only episode 1 and 2. That's it. Until the next reaction. So long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye.